Welcome to Utah Yodas. I just wanted to give you a quick brief update. I'm building a trailer for my off-road trailer, replacing the picture that you see, the steel trailer in the picture, with the new aluminum trailer that you see. I had to bend some pipes, etc. There's some half-finished painting. Here you will see me bending the aluminum, which is somewhat difficult based on the fact that I really don't know what I'm doing, and that the aluminum broke several times as I was doing it. So you'll see me use a heat gun to heat the aluminum while the aluminum is being bent. And I could only go 3 degrees at a time because it would just blow out on me. So you can see me here just basically heating as I go, bending a little bit, heating as I go. Rather than do a whole video of that, I figured I would just kind of jump ahead and show you some of the highlights. So I had to bend these on a 90. I wanted to do two 90s on each side, and instead of having it come straight off the back right in front of the tire like it is, but the bends were too complicated, and I didn't have enough money to spend on extra material. So I basically just did 190 and then put it on the trailer and then had it come off straight towards the back. So as you can see there, I'm continually heating and bending, and once it gets bent, I'm able to take it off and weld it to the other side of the trailer.
This is my first trailer, the biggest thing I've ever welded on aluminum. Probably overkill is better than underkill. I got my timber and axles on, all bolted in. Those were a little challenging. Part of the problem with those, my trailer was perfectly square. We measured it so many times, and the measurements all came out really good. Once we fixed the spring, the factory put the springs together wrong. They have little divots in the rubbers that hold the spring, and they put it together with the rubber not in those divots. So it was actually causing a lot of problems creating a square on the trailer between both sides. Because of that, we had to tear apart the timber and axle and then rebuild it and put the divots back in. And I wish I should have videoed that for you, because that would have been good for timbering to see how their construction was and how they can improve. But the other side was perfect, so I think it was just human error putting it together. There we go. So I'll let that cool a bit, and then I'll take that off. So I'll kind of show you how this bender is. So you can come down and see how this is a 2-inch pipe, and it's a 90 degree right there. And there's how it works down through there. Air comes out, hook your air up right there. You got your trigger over there. Anyway, so you line it up with this plate here, and this plate slides across as it bends and keeps the bottom of it from exploding out. So, and then once I get ready, I'll just pull this pin right here, and I'll be able to take it apart, and then I'll be able to weld it on the other side. So you can kind of see I'm going to hook up a spare tire. I got this, it's for a Tundra. I'm going to put that on and mount it over there, I haven't decided if I'm going to build a little metal frame or not. I'm running out of my heavy aluminum, so I might just bolt a spare tire carrier to the frame. That way if I decide I want to change that, I can take that off later. I just don't know how good it's going to go through the ground clearance. I got lots of ground clearance, as you can see, from those timber and axles. So it's a big improvement over the other trailer. And I'll do a side-by-side of the two. Top of it, I got it off the trailer right now so I could measure the trailer and get it all set up. So okay, so this is the trailer I'm building. I started a while ago and I changed the way I was doing stuff, so I had to tear it apart and make it a little bit more narrow because I'm going to put it on my Hunter Compact. That trailer looks like, but the metal that I'm using is pretty thick, and I'll show you how thick that is. Might be a little bit overkill for this trailer, but I got this metal on clearance because it had a bunch of grease and dirt on it, and they didn't want to clean it at the metal store, and so I got it really cheap. I couldn't even buy this metal today. So this is just over a ½ inch. So anyway, it is down on the one side, and then it's 3/16 on the other side. So it's pretty hefty channel. Oh, and the channel, how long it is? It's 2.5 inches, and it's 1.5 inches wide. So it's pretty hefty. Very light though, and should be much stronger than the other trailer. The other trailer was very thin, but the trailer only weighs 1,500 pounds, so this will be plenty. It's probably overkill. Anyway.
So as you see here, the trailer is not quite finished as it was in the first of the video. I did a little bit backwards just because this is kind of boring, necessary. I just wanted to show you guys, how the trailer looks when it wasn't finished. Some of my other videos, I had some computer problems. That's why I haven't made some videos for a long time. So I lost some data from some of my other videos, and I had to wait until my new Apple computer got here, and so
it's very hard to cut.
Really like having my Apple computer. This material that I'm using is pretty thick. It's like 3/16. And so I'm basically just putting a plate across the front to tie the tongue together, so I can build my metal frame for the tongue to put my D3500 hitch on the front of it from Australia. It's a fully articulating hitch, and this metal is kind of thick, so it really kind of chews up my circular saw. So I had to use my Milwaukee reciprocating saw, which is really awesome. It does take a little bit of time because the aluminum is so thick, and the problem with aluminum is it fills up your teeth on your saw blade, so because it kind of melts as you go. So that's kind of why it takes so long, and you can't really do any other kind of cuts on this. I don't have enough tools to cut it the easy way, like a shear or anything like that. So this is what I'm up against in my shop. So if you guys have any questions, you can leave notes below, and I'll get to them as soon as I can. I appreciate all you guys' help in subscribing to my channel. Some of the comments I had was personal comments, not necessarily on my channels. They don't like all these how-to videos. So I'm trying to do something a little bit different with just throwing a few segments together, because it would take hours and hours to record the whole thing, because I can only do this at night when I'm not working, so it does take me a little bit of time. And you'll be able to see more of the trailer as we go, because once I get this trailer built, I'm going to be putting my Hunter Compact, as you can see how thick that is right there. I'm going to be putting my Hunter compact trailer on this new frame. I took off the steel frame, as you see in the shots earlier, the steel frame. So, and I'm trying to keep it as light as possible, but give it a little bit sturdier frame. I also put timber and axles, as I showed you earlier on in the video. They're 3,500 pound axles, and they came a little defective from the factory. The rubber bushings were not aligned properly, so I had to take one of them apart, and it was kind of smashed. So I tried to rebuild it the best I could and get the rubber bushing back into the location that the factory had it set for. So, and you can see those, and it does give a lot of clearance. The only bad thing is putting that spare tire on the back does take up some of my clearance, but I really don't know where to put the spare tire. I didn't really run it on the front. But if I start ripping apart the spare tire as I go through the mountains and stuff, then I'll have to take it off and mount it on the front. So I just thought I'd give it a try first and see if it'll work that way. If it won't, I can't take it out. I'm also going to put a drawer underneath it, and I'm making the drawer out of aluminum. I will be able to take that out too if it causes me problems going through the mountains and stuff. So I'm making things so that I can remove them if they don't work out. But as you'll see, I'm putting that piece on over here that I bent earlier with the bender, and that was quite a process, bending the aluminum pipe. And I probably wasted about $200 or $300 worth of product trying to get it that way. But anyway, I think the bends look good where they are. I wish I could have done 90s all the way through. As you can see here, I'm welding in the drawer slide right now. I'm getting ready to build a aluminum drawer slide underneath. It's going to stick down about 9 inches where I'm at, so just to give me more storage, because the little trailer doesn't have a lot of storage. And right now I'm building the other drawer slide that I'm going to be welding onto the trailer here in a bit. So anyway, thanks for watching, and please hit subscribe. Utah Yodas out.